You know, I've been thinking about getting another dog. You know, she has that golden retriever that's dumb as the day is long, scared of its own shadow. That's not my ideal pick for a dog. Now, Echo, God bless him, he was a Jack Russell Chihuahua mix, a Jackawawa. You know, had that Chihuahua mentality, but had the bigger frame than them little purse dogs, which I don't want. I'd like to have another Jack Russell Chihuahua. The reason I like those dogs is because it's like they always wake up in the bad mood. They're always mad. Now, Echo, to his credit, when he wanted to, he would lay down and cuddle with you. But he didn't like to be touched. I like that. I like that in a dog. I like that when you reach down to pet a dog, you gotta decide, do I have my phone dialed 911 and wait and see if he's gonna attack me? That's a good dog. The problem will be finding the right one. You know, I need that one that came from a broken home and had to live on the streets for a while. Had to do unspeakable things to get by, and he's mad at the world over it. That's what I need. I need him to have multiple personality disorders, psychopathic tendencies, that kind of dog. But he's small enough to where if he was attacking, you can just throw him across the room. You know, I don't want a dog that's bigger than, more powerful than I am, and decided he wanted to kill me, kill me. I want a dog that wants to kill me, but doesn't have the tools to do it. That's what I'm looking for. So if I can find a Jackawawa with a bad disposition that hates the world and hates all people in it, I think I have found my dog. The hunt continues. Asshole! Well, good morning, Scrap for Cash. Heading to the scrapyard with the Lexington load. The load from hell. I don't think you all saw that load, to be honest with you, since I didn't film any of it because I didn't have my GoPro. I may stop before I get to the scrapyard so I can give you a view of exactly what's on this truck and what traversed the 110 miles, 130 miles on the interstate. And it's kind of shocking when you think about it, that it made it. But having said that, I've got a load of scrap. I've also got a bucket of wire that all of it, everything on here, came out of Lexington. So this is all Kentucky Sunday money. But I've got a bucket of wire, and I've got a basket of circuit boards that you've already seen me disassemble in the living room, much to her chagrin. I made sure I hit a few screws in opportune places for her to locate later, i.e. stepping on them. But that's what I have, and that's what we're gonna do. And when I get done doing this, I've got old red that's got a few things on it, but not much. The next door neighbor has got some things she's wanting to get rid of them. I think one of them is actually a treadmill. So I may attempt to grab that stuff, get it on old red, and then head to the scrapyard just to get it off and get that truck emptied. But money-wise, I have no idea what we're gonna get today. I don't know. If it's $50, it's $50 more that I didn't have in my pocket. So I'm okay with that. I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you like what you're seeing. Hope you're subscribing. We're gonna move on to the scrapyard, and I'll be back with you when we get there. Well, let's take a look at it now, shall we? Okay, that ain't good. I drove all the way here with this tailgate down. That's not good. It's a wonder I didn't lose shit, or I may have, just don't know it. There you go. Look at that. Is that a load or is that a load? I can't believe I didn't lose shit coming down here. Jesus. You know, I need to put me some kind of alarm back there. Or maybe some, remember them hood release pins of the 70s? Maybe something like that. I didn't even hear it drop. Of course, I may have been yapping when that was going on too. Interesting. Well, I see Tyler out. Dropped off some shit, looks like. Well, let's go see what we can get out of this. The aluminum can dispensary.
I'll be right with you.
You're fine. I got real wire this time, not that coax shit.
we just dug a bunch. Somebody else put some in the bottom.
Trying to hide it?
And well, when we dumped it, we realized, because they said keep the box.
Right.
So when we dumped it, they had it all at the bottom. This was like 2 days ago. So we had to dig a bunch out. They do that all the time. We had one guy
try to hide it in
the box, and And we knew why. We dumped the box while he was standing there. He had a cinder block in the bottom of it. He said, I don't know how that got in there. I put the wire in there myself. You know how it got in there.
You know, yeah. Put it in there for, you put it in there for weight, asshole.
You put it in there yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to break your toy.
It's already busted.
I broke your toy.
I'm throwing that thing away.
Number 2 wire. 30 pounds. You want me to throw it away for
Drop, yeah, dump it.
Oh, these are no different, Dennis.
There are Christmas lights in there?
Yeah.
Damn it. What about them?
I'll tear them down.
Thank you.
Yeah. These right here are kind of harder to get away
Let me ask
with.
you something. Can you cut the ends off them? If you cut them off, does that go through as number 2?
What if you just have the little pieces of wire?
Snip that off.
Probably.
I don't know. If it will, I'll keep it. So weigh that.
Yeah, just, okay, yeah, I'll weigh it back. Pick it up.
We take that off. Take that off the 30.
30 pounds minus 6. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll just cut them.
If I'm in here, it will be.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, what we doing here? We got big pool.
Boom, boom, boom. That's all I got.
Oh, yeah.
That's it, buddy. Rest of it's on the truck. So they're cording you off now.
Yeah, I'll keep reaching up here. We had to move it to that one. Yeah, they're got that put up. He's finishing it up today. Supposed to drown the sound down somewhat.
So those are going to be running during the day.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah, you all still need heat in here, man.
I got that heater over there.
Oh.
Yeah, we can still do that because we still. Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Took our pole away from us.
Yeah. That's what I say, because that's usually right there.
Yeah, that wasn't close. That's an issue. I'm gonna bring that up.
Yeah, you have to get that in. See you, Bob. Gotta have heat, man. You know, here's the funny part. We just got through talking about how somebody put a cinder block in the bottom of a bucket of wire. He said, I don't know how that got there. And he dumps my shit out and I got Christmas lights in the bottom of it. Go figure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, boss. Need 2 slips, yeah. If there's anybody else coming. If they are, shit out of luck. Get that out of there. What everybody has trouble with is taking those things off, which I never did understand. Release. and throw. Yeah. Hell. Really? You asshole. What was our weigh-in pay? See what I mean? All right, those boards that you saw me dismantle pays $1.35 a pound. They were 5 pounds, $6.75. 860 pounds of scrap at 180 a net ton. We're getting now 77.40. And 24 pounds of number 2 insulated wire at $1 a pound. Pay 24 for a grand total of 108.15. Now, is it worthwhile taking those TVs apart for the boards? As often as I come across those TVs, like I said all along, my only issue with those is the making money off of scrap that's left over. A lot of plastic that you got to get rid of. But there again, I can get when it gets warmer, where I can do this outside, you know, in front of the barn in a chair. I didn't tell you to shut off. Oh, why does that shit? But as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, it gets warmer where I've got a bin set up just for the PC boards, and then a trash can set up for the scrap that I can't scrap. That'll be easier. Then I can just take it to work, dump it in the dumpster. So, as I always say, it's better than a sharp stick in the eye. Not a bad run. Now, I'm gonna run by this apartment complex that I go to, that they usually store stuff behind the dumpster that they're wanting to get rid of, appliance type stuff. If I could pick up a couple appliances to put on Old Red, and then grab the neighbor's stuff that she's got, I might be able to make another run here. Get a little something. I'll be back. Would you tell somebody that's got a dented bumper on both sides? Nothing. They've already been told twice. And that is, without a doubt, the biggest crackhead I've ever seen before in my life driving this car in front of me. Well, how do you know it's a crackhead? Well, it's got a head, and it's bobbing around and weaving all over the place and scratching her arm and scratching her face and scratching her head and scratching her leg, scratching her ears. Crackhead. Not to mention that I'm in Middletown. I think the city mascot is a crackhead. Let's see. You have a container of sort. What's that?
That's my jar of screws and stuff like that that I keep for.
Well, you don't have the ones that go to that?
Yeah, I do. What did I do with them? I thought I had them sitting up there. I'll have to see where I put them.
We have to look for screws?
Well, those were kind of one strip, one's kind of short. I have them right here. Oh, junk.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
You want a container though?
I want a dog that ain't afraid of a screwdriver. Should I be doing commentary during this? Still held on. Hey, thank you. Alrighty. Okay, so the end result is that. And then you react, then I'll know whether it's, you know, good or not. So there's this lady that's having plastic surgery done on her vajayjay because the lips are getting floppy. So she's embarrassed by that and wants to tighten things up down there. But she's embarrassed, so when she calls the plastic surgeon to set up the surgery, she tells him she's embarrassed by this. She don't want anybody to know about it. So he tells her that he won't tell anybody. So she goes in and has the surgery. And then when she wakes up from the anesthesia, there's 3 red roses laying on her chest. So she asks for the doctor to come in. And she wants to know, why are there 3 red roses laying on my chest? Well, the doctor says the first rose is for me, because I felt bad about you having to go through this procedure, and I know you were embarrassed by it. The second rose is from my nurse, who's had that same procedure 5 years ago, and she knows what's involved with it, and she felt bad for you. And then she asked who the third roast was from. And he said it's from the guy in the burn unit, because you just gave him a new set of ears.
What?
Yeah. Get it?
Wait a minute.
Floppy ears.
Yeah.
Floppy vajayjay. Cut them off. Put them on the ear.
I did not make the correlation though.
You see what I'm dealing with here, people? Do you understand what I'm dealing with now?
I think it's funny, but you had to explain it to me. Because I'm like...
If I have to explain the joke, then
It's
either
not
it's a bad delivery or a bad reception.
It's probably a bad reception. I couldn't figure out how the vajayjay lips got to the ears. I don't think it's gross though.
See if you like this one. An old man and his wife went to the local fast food restaurant. The man placed an order for 1 hamburger, 1 order of fries, and 1 drink. He unwrapped the plain hamburger and carefully cut it in half, placing 1/2 in front of his wife. He then carefully counted out the French fries, dividing them equally into 2 piles, and neatly placed 1 pile in front of his wife. He took a sip of the drink, then his wife took a sip, and then set the cup down between them. As he began to eat his few bites of hamburger, the people around them were looking over and whispering. Obviously, they were thinking, that poor old couple, they can only afford 1 meal for the 2 of them. As the man began to eat his fries, the young man came to the table and politely offered to buy another meal for the old couple. The old man said they were just fine. They were used to sharing everything. People closer to the table noticed the little old lady had not eaten a bite. She sat there watching her husband eat and occasionally taking turns sipping the drink. Again, another young man came over, begged them to let me buy you another meal. This time the old woman said, no thank you. We're used to sharing everything. We've been doing this for 20 years. Finally, as the old man finished and was wiping his face neatly with a napkin, another young man came over to the little old lady who had yet to eat a single bite of food and asked, what is it you are waiting for? And she answered, the teeth. Asshole.